And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And starting in this one, Tanner Bybee. What do you have on him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Fouled off down the right side. That's way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ripped to short. Zips it to first. And they get Altuve for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singing, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The 0-2. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starting pitcher, Framber Valdez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. It's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Steven Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And ball one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting second, designated
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. That's in there, and that's strike one. One out, bases empty. Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not
2
close
balls,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
And the count is 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad
Batting
approach
third,
right there. Either he was
baseman,
looking for
Jose
something else and got completely fooled, or he was
Ramirez.
sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Two outs, base is empty. And now, Jose Ramirez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Carlos.
And now it's the switch hitter,
Santana.
Carlos Santana. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Guardians leave 1. Scoreless after 1. All set for the
Leading
start of
off
the
for
inning. And now it's
Astros,
Christian
first
Walker.
baseman, Christian Walker.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Bybee back to work. Misses
Off the plate,
inside.
ball
1-0. Swings through that. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and
1-1.
strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Ball.
Pitch misses there. Now 2
2
balls and a
1
strike.
strike.
Slider
Oh, that's
misses
off the plate.
outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And he walked him.
Ball 4.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one's in there, 0-1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Ball got him right there.
First and second, no outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1. And that is out of play. Walker over at second. Diaz at first with no outs. And
1
1
ball,
and 2.
2 strikes.
Ground ball right
foul
side.
ball.
And it's just foul. That was close.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So digging in, Chas McCormick. That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
1's the count.
There's a swing and a miss. No score here in the second.
2 strikes.
That's
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
Now 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two on, 1 out. And that's outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Ben Gamble.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
That one at 95, missed up top, and it's 1-0. This to third, Ramirez. Throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. 2 left for the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. And here is Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. And a foul ball. That's down and in.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-1 now.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Angel Martinez.
Angel Martinez getting ready to hit. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1.
1 strike.
And that's a little bit high. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Jhonkensy Noel will hit next. And that drops in for a strike. The pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Sets him down looking, and he strikes out the side here in the second. The Guardians go down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
0-2 with the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
Oh, 0-2 now. Ball one there. Top of the third, no score. That one is upstairs. That one misses, and the count is filled up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Gets the call. That's strike one.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Next offering upstairs. There's a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Way high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, foul off first. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still no score. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And that skips into there. That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
And it's 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Brian
Rocchio.
Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to Walker, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Steven Kwan.
Now the left fielder, Steven Kwan. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Chop back up the middle, and that chance handled to first, and that is the inning. Guardians fail to score, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and now it's going to be Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Hauls it in for the out.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Walker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Struck him out looking.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Diaz batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Thomas on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Here in Cleveland, bottom 4, stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Lifted in the air, out to left. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
A flip to the pitcher covering, and Ramirez is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. 0 for 1 so far. That one missed.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one fouled off.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, center fielder Lane.
Dominant performance for him today,
Thomas.
Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Lane Thomas. Struck out looking his first time.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short.
To second, Altuve. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for the Guardians.
And we are still scoreless.
Back now at
Leading off
Progressive
for
Field.
Houston,
New inning getting
shortstop,
started.
Jeremy
And
Pena.
stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Bybee back to work. That one
Nope,
close,
that's a ball.
ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Chopper right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. Safe. He beats it out. And the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the left fielder, Chas McCormick. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Pena gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next one is off the plate. And now 3 balls and a strike. Ben Gamel in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball,
Nope,
left
foul
side,
ball.
down the line, and it's foul. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder Ben Gamel.
Ben Gamel up next for the Astros. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Check on the runner, and he's back safely. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Man at first, one away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Off the plate, and the count is 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Bybee keeping an eye on him. And a base hit up the middle. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. So next up for Houston, Jose Altuve. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And the count 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Two outs. This to third. And that is that. 2 left for the Astros. Halfway through this one. Still no score. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Angel Martinez. The changeup missing, and it's 1-0.
Now 1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, right fielder
John Kenzie Noel now at the plate. Caught looking his first time up. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
One ball,
All
one
tied
strike.
up. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Going. Gone. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And there's a ball. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. And a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake. This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
One gone runner at first. And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Naylor leads off first with 1 away. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. Tap foul at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that ball is out of here. He circles the bases. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Stepping in, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 2 in this one. That one in the dirt. 1-0. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss. The Astros have some action in their pen. Caleb Ort appears to be getting loose. King getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty.
2-2 the count.
And down on strikes.
And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo.
Designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Foul ball. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Out towards left center. Kwan settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And the 1-0 misses low.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Center field, Thomas drifts towards it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Guardians 3 and the Astros nothing.
Now pitching for Houston,
Caleb Ort into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
There's the strike. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Luis Contreras getting loose out there.
Runner at first with no outs here. Pitch is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. On the ground right side. 4, 6,
Got him. That's
3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
There's Lane Thomas now. And first offering is fouled off. And a sweeper misses for a ball. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one fouled off. He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they lead it 3-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Guardians.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Hunter
33.
Gaddis.
Hunter Gaddis.
Yainer
Leading
Diaz
off for
digs in
Houston,
now.
catcher,
Known for his
Yainer
rocket
Diaz.
arm behind the plate. Diaz started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went, says Larry Bullard. Strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And that's downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. On a line out towards center. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Pena, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Tim Herron, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Smith, the right-hander, also getting loose. The Guardians leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. Two down, bases empty. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. And it's fouled away. And now 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still down 3-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Houston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian King.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Martinez.
Martinez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And they'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. The 0-2. That one just misses. Hit on the ground to short, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Next to hit, John Kenzie Noel. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. King, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
2-2 the count.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
First and second, no outs. Bo Naylor getting ready to hit a walk, and he's also singled. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. One run across, coming home. The relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead is up to 5.
He was all over that one. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brian King will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second.
Now
so the book isn't
Houston.
closed on him yet. We'll be
Number
right back.
73.
Now on the bump, Luis Contreras.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, runner at second. Kwan, the next to hit. First pitch, just misses. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Out there to center. Myers on his way in. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there are 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Manzardo, the next to hit, takes outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Rips that one center field and makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back,
Guardians.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Paul
34.
Sewall.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So digging in, Ben Gamel. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Here we go, defense.
Check swing, called strike.
fastball in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No ball,
Movement
2
in the
strikes.
pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits,
Now
the
batting,
advantages of
second
relievers who
baseman,
can come
Jose
in and get the
Altuve.
swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Slice down the right side.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Astros are down quietly. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Guardians.
Ready for the bottom of the
Third
8th.
baseman,
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Contreras back to work.
No.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. What a stop. And they get the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos.
Now it's going to be
Santana.
Carlos Santana. 1 for 3. That one misses. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside,
That's it. Ball
and it's
2.
2-1. Fought off foul. Right side. Gamble snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, center
Here
fielder,
comes Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Next offering is down low. Towards first, Walker. That's out number 3. Offense held in check there. 9th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Astros nothing. Andrew Walters taking over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to
Now
work with,
pitching
so
for the
he should come
Guardians.
in throwing strikes, attacking
Number
these hitters.
63.
And stepping in for the
Leading off for the
Astros,
Astros,
Isaac
third
Paredes.
baseman,
0 for
Isaac
3 in
Paredes.
this one. That just
Ball, that's
misses, and that's ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Herron up and loosening in the pen. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Next offering
that's too high.
upstairs. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate. That one misses.
That's out. Ball
So a
four.
leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count
Now
kind of
batting,
tells you
the
that that's the
designated
pitch he has the
hitter,
most
Yordan
confidence in right now.
Alvarez.
Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, nobody out. Next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that
Inside, ball
misses. And the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Paredes gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And misses inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Christian Walker
Up next
now
for
at the plate.
Astros, first baseman Christian Walker.
And a breaking ball misses outside. The Guardians leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. Fastball for a strike. That's down and in.
Ball 2.
That
Ball
one
in.
misses. 3-1 now. And there's a strike.
3-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
You know, Boog, you often think
Now
of sliders
batting,
more
catcher,
for that
Diamond
horizontal
Diaz.
movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Diaz
That's a ball.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. This could end it. Ground ball, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
He's out.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.